Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix Engineers. As I told you before, we are going to start it to learn computer networking. As you see, I have a different devices of network, different computer networking devices. You see, this is a switch, Cisco switch. It is a Cisco switch Catalyst 100,000 series, and I have also the router in the middle. I have a router. This it is a Cisco router 2800 series, and I have a firewall, Cisco ASA firewall. And the Cisco ASA firewall, as you see, it is a Cisco ASA firewall 5510 series. So we are going to start to learn how to configure and manage enterprise networks. So guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can cover all these courses. As you see, let me try to explain. This is a switch, Cisco switch. This is a different ports where we can connect users to be connected to the network. This is the router, as you see. This is a console port where we connect the console cable. This is for auxiliary port. So this is a power button. As you see, this is where we connect the cable of the power, and this is for router. So this is a Cisco ASA, and this is management port. Uh, this is a different port that you can connect for incoming internet. This, for example, this can be a cable for internet, and this can be like port of outside where the internet is coming from, and the port of inside for your LAN, local area network. This can be the where you can connect the cable that's connected to the switch like here. So here we can, it is where we can configure the network address translations. So this is a console cable. When we need to configure the router or switch or other different devices, we can use console cable. As you see, this is a console cable. This is a console cable. So in order to use it, you can, when you need it to configure the networking device, you take this cable. As you see, I connect it here. Then you take this. You must have put it on your PC, on your computer that you need it to use it to configure the devices. So you see, it is a USB. So now let me bring a laptop, for example. Let me try to configure. As you see, this is my laptop. I have to take this and connect it to USB port on my computer. So after that, you see I have a putty. Let me find the putty. This is the putty. So this is the putty. I have to connect this cable to my computer USB port. So after that, what I do is, for example, I can go to device manager, and you see you come on this COM port. This COM port, you see COM port here. On COM port, I can click here. You see I have a COM4. So for this COM4, it is what I'm going to use when I open putty. So I use sorry. So after that, have it use. Let me open a putty. This. Let me open it. have it to come on this serial. You see this serial, and I have it to edit here. I use the COM4, for example. Let me turn off this. For example, let's connect it here on the router. So after connecting it, let's turn on the router. So let me use the COM4 and see what is going to happen. You see, this is where you can start to configure the router. You see, it is where you can start to write different configurations. So guys, do subscribe. We are going to start to configure everything. Where we will start on a switch, configuring VLAN, VTP, VLANs, VTP. And after knowing the different configuration about the switch, we'll go to the router to configure different routing protocols, NAT, and other things. And we'll go to the firewall where we can create a VPN tunnels, site-to-site VPN. We will do that. We will do remote access VPN. We will also configure MPLS. We will configure we know how to do access list. Thank you, guys. And you see now on router, we have two different ports. First Ethernet 0/0, First Ethernet 0/1. For those who did networking in secondary school or in a university, they know packet tracer, where they say this is First Ethernet, second 0/ something like that. We have here First Ethernet 0/0. We have First Ethernet 0/1. So, for example, you need to set up a new network that access internet. So, let's say, for example, let's use this port as inside the network and this as outside the network. Here it is where you are going to assign, this port is the interface where you are going to assign your default gateway of your network. And this is where you are going to assign the public IP from ISP, from the internet service provider. And you are going to do, for example, if you have many hosts that need to access internet. So we are going to, you have to configure, for example, NAT overload or port address translation. You do it by, for example, you have to call this interface NAT inside, but you can also use this to depend on the port that you choose. This can work as a NAT inside or outside. This also can work as a NAT inside or outside. But here it is supposed that we have here a NAT inside where we assign the private IP default gateway, your default gateway of your network. And here we assign the public IP from internet service provider. So then we do different configuration. We do access list, and we set static route, for example, IP route, this something like that. So you will see many things. Guys, do subscribe. I will show you everything about these networking devices. You can install. At the beginning, you can install packet tracer on your computer. We are going to use in this course packet tracer, but you also use these real devices. For the first, you are going to start with the simulations using a packet tracer. Guys, do subscribe. we will do everything that is possible. Thank you, guys.